What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, safe and secure.
As you know, ACN is always concerned about whatever is going on in our community. We promote everything that goes on in our community, and that is part of our core values. And so we are here to see what's going on, to promote whatever this church is doing, and we deem them our heroes of the week.
Leaning on the everlasting arms. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning.
We're also going to be talking to the leaders of the church, especially to the pastor, Reverend Martin Osai, who is the shepherd of the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church here, and he's going to be explaining and elaborating more on this food drive. Okay, so we are here and we have that's a lineup of food items here already packaged for I think the people who signed up for the food drive. They got the names on each boxes for every family that signed up for this food drive. We all know during this pandemic, a lot of families are going through hardships, and so that the church, Ghanaian Presby Church in Irving, has thought it wise to help these families who are going through hardship.
What a fellowship, what a joy.
We are here with another beneficiary. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is Frank, and this is my friend Glody.
Frank, what do you think about this food drive?
I think it's very beneficial, especially for what's going on right now, for the church to be a spoken voice in this time. So I think it's a very, very good thing that they're doing. So I appreciate it, guys.
All right. Thank you, Frank. And I know you're going to be enjoying your Ghanaian food. We got another beneficiary here. Hello, sir.
Hello.
What would you say about this food drive?
I mean, it's a very, very, very good, move here at this time because, I was invited here by a friend. We came together and then she told me about it. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's very thoughtful of you guys. I mean, the Presbyterian Church to have done something like this. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Your love and everything.
Thank you so much. And we are also ACN. You can look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And be sure to like us.
I'll definitely.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, too.
You are still watching HCN, Heroes Cables Network, and we are still here at the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church located in Irving, Texas. We have here the elders and some members, and as well as the pastor of the church, Reverend Martin Osai. Hello, Reverend.
Hello, Miss Dale. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great.
How relevant is it for the church to organize such like a food drive for the community?
This is the core of what the church is supposed to be, to care for the community. And in scriptures, we are told to care for those who are in need. And oftentimes we think, church is, well, let people come and give the offering. No, it is more of us giving back to the community, spiritually, socially, emotionally, and every area. And especially on such a time as this, when people are going through real trying times based on COVID-19, it is a time for the church to respond, to give back to the community, to be there for the community. And that is the reason why we purpose to do this drive, just to make sure that those who need the help can get the help.
Who are the beneficiaries for this food drive? Is it only limited to church members?
Well, actually, our purpose was to reach out to our church members and say, hey, we are going to be doing this drive. Certainly, if you need it, come along. But if you don't, look for a family in your community that needs it. So the majority of the people who are coming through today are really people who have been referred by church members, which in a sense is a way that the church members can also reach out and connect with their friends and family. And through that, really, through that kind of engagement, it is easy for them to reach out to them another time and say, hey, come check out what is going on at this church. If we had reached out to them, then it's more likely that they will want to come and see what we are doing here. So much as it is a way to reach out and give, it's also an evangelistic approach to really reach out the world around us.
Nice. So what are some of the food items here?
You know, given that our community is predominantly Ghanaian, we wanted to give them a taste of some of the things that maybe they don't often get, such as black eyed pea, which, you know, most Ghanaians we used to make red or yoke. Wache and all of that. We also have Ghana yams. We have sardines. We have, geisha. We have milk, evaporated milk. We have 25-pound bag rice. We have vegetable oil in there. And for those families who have children, we made sure that we provided diapers based on the sizes as we communicated with them. And wipes also.
Wow. That's a whole lot of stuff here for members, church members, and for families who are really in need during this pandemic.
And for us as a church, really, because we are a community church, this is the heart of what we do. Our focus is to reach out the community around us. You know, oftentimes we think the church is the building, but the church is the people. And we talk about, you know, churches are closed because of the health emergency. You know, when you think about it, it really doesn't make sense. The church is not closed. The building may be closed, but the church is not closed because the church is the people. And church is still going on as we reach out to one another.
Lovely. So members, you heard Reverend Martin Osai. This church, Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church, is living up to its name. It is a community-based church, and they are doing everything they can to help families who are in need during this COVID-19 pandemic.
And I'm just so delighted that all our elders are here today to join us, and some of the members of the church who are here to be a part of this drive. It's a testament to, you know, what we stand for, and not just thinking about ourselves, but looking at what we can do to help our fellow man and woman.
So, Reverend, what advice would you give family members and people who are out there who are, who have lost their jobs, who are, going through hardships, during this pandemic?
I do want to say that as much as it's a difficult time and people are losing their jobs, we can not lose hope. We may lose what we have, we may lose jobs, but the one thing I encourage everybody is do not lose hope, because God always will see us through. This will pass over us, and sometimes even in the midst of this kind of emergency, God opens doors and opportunities. I encourage everybody, watch and pray. Don't just pray, but watch and pray, because in the midst of crisis, God opens doors and opportunities. And let's be praying as we are watching for what God is going to do in our lives. And I pray for them that the Lord will open a new door. If they've lost a job, the job that they will get, I prophesy to them that it will be even better than what they lost.
Amen. So viewers, you have been listening to Reverend Martin Osai, who is the shepherd of the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church. You are still watching HCN, Heroes Cable Network. They'll go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, this is Ghanaian Presbyterian Church at Evan. Well, we invite you guys. You can see what we're doing here today, trying to reach out to families because of the COVID-19 problems. On Sundays, you can also join us on Periscope at Betty Osai or on Facebook at 2:30 every Sunday. Otherwise, we are located on O'Connor Drive in Heaven. Okay, so join us this Sunday, tomorrow, if you can.
Is the church has the church started organizing in-person service, or it is still online?
It's still online. That's what I mentioned. Periscope at Betty Osai or on Facebook. Exactly 3 o'clock actually we start. So join us every Sunday until the church opens.
Thank you, Mrs. Grace Bedu. Okay, so we are here with one of the beneficiaries of the food drive from the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church, and she wants to give her some few comments and appreciate the church. Hello, madam.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Gail.
What do you think about this drive?
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you so much. It helps the community. It's just a wonderful thing, especially in the time that we are in now. It is a big help, and we're so grateful, so blessed. So thank you so much for everything y'all do.
Thank you too for coming.
Thank you.
Hello, you're still watching HCN, Heroes Cable Network, and we're all about promoting our culture, tradition, education, and development. We're still here at the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church located in Irving, Texas, and we're going to be talking to our lovely elders here who are part of the church. What's your name, sir?
I'm Lawrence Dagadu.
What about you?
Grace Kakrada.
Teacher Bugafo. Grace Bedu.
Nice. So why did the church deem it to organize a food drive at this time and not? I know some other people are giving away gas cards and other stuff. So why did you think it wise to give out food?
Okay. As Pastor has said, the leadership got together and we thought, we got to do something we have to give something back to the community. And we know there are other Ghanaian communities that have been, putting the same type of efforts out there. But we thought, for our church, we want to do something special for not only our church members, but also their families and friends. And so something to help people, because it's been almost 2-3 months now, and some folks are actually out of work and they are barely managing to survive. So we thought this is a good time to pull something like this together to help out the community.
Okay, so Mrs. Kakrada, what would you say as a woman? What would you say of the church giving out food and diapers to families?
Well, from a woman's perspective, I would say without food in the house, it's not good. You can't do anything. You have kids, you have a husband, you need to feed them. So the church giving out food to families, it was an excellent idea. And I do applaud the leaders of the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church for bringing up this idea, not just for the members, but also the community at large. Now, we worship at Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church in Irving, Texas. Please come by. We have an amazing pastor. When you come, your spirit will be filled with the right food that you need. So come and visit. And join us Sundays at 2:30 p.m. And also we thank HCN so much for coming around to cover this food drive. Thank you.
We are here with Esinam and Enyonam Osai, and they are the youth. They're part of the youth in the church, and they're going to be talking more about how they feel and what they've been doing in the church.
Our church isn't just based on we feed you the word and then you go. We also help with community stuff, and if you're in need, then pastor and anybody can help you with anything you need. And also they help with our children's programs. They've bought us guitars, pianos to learn at home, and they help with activities that we can do rather than just sitting at home all day doing nothing.
Usually when we go to our children's service, even when we go, we learn more than just the word. We learn how we can apply it to our lives, and we learn how we can teach others how to apply it to their lives as well.
So what are some of the youth programs here in the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church? Do you go to camps, youth camps, and so forth?
So we go to multiple camps. There's like Youth Quake and Synod that you go and they teach you, and you learn about the word and you learn how to use it in your daily life and everything. And we also have youth choir. We have some kids in the choir so that they can grow up to be the church choir when we grow up. And we also have places for the little kids to go so that they can also learn whenever we're all in the church service.
Esinam, what do you think about the children's moment in this church? Because I think it's something unique that I don't really see out there in most churches. But in the Ghanaian Community Presbyterian Church, they have a children's moment. What do you say about that?
Usually during children's moment, we have an object lesson, and the teacher gives us an object and something practical along with the Bible to use it. And then when we go back to children's service, then we learn more about it and we build on it, and we learn how to apply it to our lives.
What is your advice, and what would you tell your friends out there who don't really go to church on Sundays? What would you tell them?
I would advise them to come to our church specifically because it would give them a good basic lesson, and then we'll be able to go deeper into the word with them.
Thank you, and your name is Esinam Osai.